Hello and welcome to Dining with Death. This episode is on our playlist, Dining with the Departed, where we talk about famous and infamous people, their lives, and their favorite foods. I'm Stacey Lee. Let's begin. Kobe Bean Bryant was born on August 23, 1978 in Philadelphia to former NBA player Joe Bryant and Pamela Cox Bryant. His parents named him after the famous beef of Kobe, Japan, which they had seen on a restaurant menu. His middle name, Bean, was taken from his father's nickname, Jelly Bean. Kobe started playing basketball when he was about 3, and the Lakers were always his favorite team growing up. I have a lifetime Lakers fan for a husband, and being from Utah where we have the Jazz, that's always fun. When Bryant was about 6, his father retired from the NBA and moved the family to Italy to continue playing basketball there. Kobe learned to speak Italian fluently and played basketball almost every day while living there. His grandfather back in the States would actually mail Kobe videos of the NBA games for him to study. When Kobe was 13, the family moved back to Philadelphia, where he enrolled at Bala Sinwood Middle School. His proficiency at basketball was quickly noticed in high school at Lower Merion High. He played all 5 positions during his time there and was named Pennsylvania Player of the Year. College recruiters began coming around to watch him play, and Duke, Michigan, North Carolina, and Villanova were all places he considered playing. But after Kevin Garnett went right to the NBA out of high school, Bryant began considering the same move. He won several awards as a senior in high school and received high praise from his coaches for his work ethic. He actually took R&B singer Brandy to his senior prom, which I found an interesting fact I didn't know about. Having major 90s flashbacks with that name, Brandy. I haven't heard that for a while. Ultimately, Kobe did decide to go straight into the NBA and bypass college altogether. He was drafted by the Lakers and signed a 3-year rookie contract for $3.5 million at age 17. I worked at Burger King when I was 17. His playing time was limited in his first season, especially at the beginning of the season, but by the end of the season, he was averaging 15.5 minutes a game. It's hard to think of Kobe Bryant sitting on the bench, but in the beginning of his NBA career, he did. He more than doubled his points per game in his second season and was nominated for the NBA's 6th Man of the Year award. By the 1998-1999 season, Bryant had become a premier guard in the league, and he extended his contract by 6 years for $70 million. Phil Jackson became the coach of the Lakers in 1999 and took the Lakers to 3 consecutive championships in 2000, 2001, and 2002. Bryant also got married in April of 2001 to Vanessa Lane, who he met while she was working as a background dancer on the East Side's music video G'd Up, and working as a background dancer in music videos at 17, again, Burger King. Bryant's parents did not attend the wedding because they were opposed to it. They thought Vanessa was too young, and his parents also did not approve of Kobe marrying someone who was not black. These differences resulted in Bryant and his parents not speaking for 2 years, but fixing their relationship when Kobe and Vanessa's first daughter was born. The 2004 season was interrupted for Kobe Bryant when he was arrested for sexual assault before the season began. I remember this case very, very well. We often now hear about celebrities and athletes being accused of things like this, but back then, never. You never heard about things like this. Women did not come forward. This was really, I could be wrong on this, but it's definitely the first case that I remember where someone came forward and outwardly accused someone as famous as Kobe Bryant of sexual assault. It just wasn't done until more recently. I'm sure it's very difficult to come forward and accuse somebody so famous of something, but most of the time, and I will say most of the time, if you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. It's not 100% the case, unfortunately, but it should be. Bryant had been staying at the Lodge and Spa at Cordillera in Eagle County, preparing to have knee surgery nearby. Bryant's accuser stated that Bryant raped her in his hotel room the night before his scheduled surgery. Bryant had to admit to an adulterous encounter with his accuser, but denied any kind of assault took place. For a while, it looked like Bryant may actually go to prison, but the case was dismissed and he settled a civil lawsuit with the accuser. His reputation was tarnished and he lost many endorsement deals because of this incident. His marriage suffered and he and his wife separated for a time but reconciled after about 2 years and called off their divorce. 4 daughters were born to them: Gianna, Natalia, Bianca, and Capri. Kobe Bryant had many professional basketball achievements during his career. He was a 5-time NBA champion, a 2-time NBA Finals MVP, the NBA's most valuable player in 2008, an 18-time NBA All-Star, and a 4-time NBA All-Star Game MVP. And those are just some of the awards. He played on the United States Olympic team in 2008 in Beijing and again in 2012 in London. Bryant was plagued by injuries from 2013 to 2015 and made the decision to retire after the 2015-2016 season. He spent a lot of his time in philanthropic endeavors. He was the official ambassador for After School All-Stars, ASAS, an American nonprofit organization that provides comprehensive after-school programs to kids in urban cities. He also did charitable work through his organization with the Chinese government that raises funds for education and health programs. He and his wife founded the Kobe and Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation with the goals of helping young people in need, encouraging the development of physical and social skills through sports, and assisting the homeless. Bryant and his wife were also the founding donors of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. It's always nice to know that these people that are so privileged and so talented and so gifted choose to give back to the community, because not all of them do. At 9:06 a.m. on January 26, 2020, Bryant and 8 other people, including his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, boarded a Sikorsky S-76 helicopter at John Wayne Airport to travel to Camarillo Airport in Ventura County for a basketball game at Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks. Light rain and fog that morning had grounded most other air traffic. At 9:30 a.m., the helicopter's pilot contacted the Burbank Airport's control tower, notifying the tower that he was blinded by fog. The control tower notified the pilot that he was flying too low to even be tracked by radar. The helicopter then turned south to go towards the mountains. At 9:40 a.m., it climbed rapidly from 1,200 to 2,000 feet, flying at 161 knots, or 185 miles an hour. At 9:45 a.m., the helicopter crashed into the side of a mountain in Calabasas, California, and burst into flames. Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and the 7 other occupants of the helicopter were killed.
Good afternoon from New York. We're coming on the air with breaking news, very sad news to tell the sports world. The LA Times is reporting that retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant has been killed in a helicopter crash. It happened this morning. The chopper reportedly went down just before 10 a.m. local time, according to Fire.
The exact cause of the crash remains unknown. The helicopter was not equipped with a black box. And as I record this, the Federal Aviation Administration, the NTSB, and the FBI are still investigating the crash. On February 7, 2020, Kobe Bryant and his daughter were buried in a private funeral in Pacific View Memorial Park in Newport Beach, California. A public memorial was held on February 24th at the Staples Center. Many tributes to the fallen athlete have been given, and his loss is felt across the world. His favorite place to eat was El Camino Real in Fullerton, California, where he was a regular for over 20 years. The manager, Rodolfo Garcia, said Bryant was their best customer and insisted on always being treated like a regular person. He would stand in line and chat with the other customers, take photos with them, and many people have warm memories and stories about their meetings with Kobe Bryant at the restaurant. Kobe Bryant actually learned to speak Spanish. He has a lot of family members that have either Hispanic or Latinx backgrounds, and he also liked to use his Spanish at the restaurant. His favorite things to order were the carne asada tostada, carnitas tacos, and flan, and he always got a cantaloupe agua fresca. I made a trip to the Mexican restaurant in my town that most people consider to be the most authentic. And then I also went to the Mexican market and got the things I needed to put this meal together. And we're gonna taste it right now. Well, here is what Kobe Bryant liked to order at his favorite restaurant in Fullerton. We've got carne asada, which is steak. We've got carnitas, which is pork. I've got a piece of flan here, which is a custard dessert made with eggs and milk, sweetened condensed milk, kind of forms a caramel. And then I've got this drink that he likes to order called Cantaloupe Agua Fresca. I've never tasted it, and I could not find it in a can. I had to buy like a powdered mix and make it. And the mix smelled so strong. I'm excited to taste this, so I'm gonna taste the drink first. Oh, I was not expecting that. It is intensely cantaloupe flavored. I was expecting kind of like a hint of melon. No, this is like cantaloupe on speed. This is very cantaloupe flavored. It's very artificial, but not in an unpleasant way. I can see why people like this. That might be my new favorite thing. Oof. I've got some tostada shells here and some corn tortillas. I usually fry these, but trying to be good. A tostada is something that's a bit of a mystery to me. Why not just have a taco? I don't really understand the tostada because it's so much harder to eat. Piled the meat on there, and tostadas usually come with lettuce and tomato. And I've got some dried and cured cotija cheese here. So there's a cute little tostada. I'm just kind of at a loss as to what the point of the tostada is. Just get a taco, right? So I'm gonna try my best to taste this without making a huge mess. Got a bite with everything on it. The carne asada is well seasoned. It's a little chewy, which I find is the case in a lot of places. I prefer right fresh off the grill, which I couldn't do here, so I won't hold that against the restaurant. But it doesn't look like it's been grilled. It looks a little bit more like it's been cooked on a flat top. It's missing a little bit of char. Carne asada is usually marinated, either skirt steak or flank steak. You can use other steaks, but it's normally a flank or a skirt steak. You marinate it in things like orange juice and garlic and spices, and then you put it on the grill and let it sear, cook, and then you slice it against the grain and kind of give you pieces. This looks a little bit more like it's been chopped, but the flavor is good. I'm gonna try the carnitas now because I usually prefer the carnitas. And I'm just kind of tasting the meat here. The meat is very flavorful. You can tell it's been cooked for a long time and then seared on the grill. It's got little crispy edges. And because pork has such a higher fat content than beef does, you always get a little bit more moisture in the meat from the fat that's in it. Taste a little bite. That's actually quite good. Yeah, I like it. Gotta have another taste of this. I can't get over how intensely flavored it is. I mean, like I say, it's very artificial, but it's really good. Little kids would go nuts for this. Let's taste the flan. This is a very traditional dish. Most cultures have some kind of a custard that they make and eat. And this one is a little darker than some of the others, more caramelized. It's got lots of eggs, milk, sweetened condensed milk, and then it forms kind of a caramel in the bottom of the baking dish. And then when you flip it out, the caramel releases and pours down over the top of the flan. But let's taste this. Isn't that pretty? That's really good. It's definitely a darker caramel flavor than, say, creme brulee or like an English custard. You can tell that it's been cooked longer. The texture is much more firm than something like a creme brulee. a little bit more cheesecake-like. Not quite as dense and dry as cheesecake. It has more moisture than that in it, but it reminds me a little bit more of that. And it is very good. Well, I can see why Kobe Bryant liked all of this food. It's very, very tasty. Thank you for joining me today as we discuss the life, the accomplishments, and the very tragic death of Kobe Bryant. Thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate your support. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and I'll see you next time on Dining with Death. Bye.